a knife resurrected from the past. We're going to take a look at the new Benchmade 710 FE-241 Gold Class knife, 25th anniversary. Let's get right to it. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Again, we're going to be looking at the Benchmade 710 FE-241 knife. This is the 25th anniversary. This is a gold class knife. If you're new to Benchmade, this is the packaging that Benchmade uses when shipping out a gold class knife. So it's this really nice, elegant box. And when you open it up, it includes a little bit of padding and then a nice certificate of authenticity signed by John Theosis, the president and CEO of Benchmade. So this authenticates that you've got a one-of-a-kind knife and includes the storage sack here for the Benchmade knife. And here we go. So let me just read you the brief description for this new Benchmade knife. Celebrating the 25th anniversary of Axis Lock. So the Axis Lock is this device here, right here. So it's spring-loaded, and this is what helps to release the blade. So you just move this back, and then the blade is able to close. All right, so celebrating the 25th anniversary of Axis Lock technology, first introduced in 1999 as Benchmade's first folding knife to utilize the mechanism on the 710, the new McHenry and Williams 710 has the same large frame and ample cutting power, featuring a stylishly practical drop point recurve blade, forged of exceptional Fafnir Damasteel with an etched finish. The 710-241 has a premium 6AI 4V titanium handle with aluminum milled inserts and milled FDE PVD thumb stud, backspacer, and pivot ring. Our gold class anniversary variant, inspired by its designers Bill McHenry and Jason Williams. So here is the absolutely gorgeous pattern. I've never seen one like this. This is really, really, really nice blade steel pattern. As you can see, it's got that blade recurve right here, drop point. Now let me just zoom in a little bit closer. So here is the Axis Lock. As you notice, it's kind of at a incline there, and it has some texture. And that's on both sides of the handle. So there we go. And we've got some nice milling here. I love that pattern. And then with many Benchmades, it's a reversible clip, so you can move the clip to the outside. And here we have where it says 710. Now, Benchmade has two more models coming out of this one, which we'll review. This is just the gold class knife. This one retails at $1,500, and there's no discount. That's the price that it is. So here's that brown FDE. Forgetting the name here. Basically, that's part of the. I forget the name. Anyway, we've got the backspacer here. That's the FDE part, and here we've got the clip. And what's cool about the clip here is that they've actually put the screws on the outside, so it won't rip your pants. A lot of the Benchmade's panhandle screws are on the inside as opposed to outside. But this is a really nice feature. This is a little bit older school Benchmade clip. I mean, it's still kind of got that point there at the end. Let's go to this side here. So this one, they're all serialized with their model. And this feels really, really good. I can't wait. Now, the other models that are going to come out, they're a little bit more affordable. They're under, they're definitely under 800. I think one model's around the 400 price point. One will be around the 800 price point. I can't, don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure if I remember that correctly, but there's definitely two models coming out. So if you can't afford this one, or if you can't score one of these limited run gold class knives, then don't worry. There's two other variations available. Okay, so this handle, again, it's the titanium black DLC coated. I love the grip here. Let me just, the closest knife that I have in my collection that's similar to this is the Presidio 570-1. We just do a quick comparison here. So obviously the 570-1 has more beef, got a lot more meat here. It's not that nice recurve blade pattern, which I love that blade pattern. I think that's really, really sexy. And but as far as the closest thing that I could come up with, it's this model. Now, again, I'm not sure what year the 710 was discontinued, but I like the fact that Benchmade is going back, back in time to resurrect some of these older models. And it's kind of cool to just acknowledge some of the models that they had in the past that that were, obviously been discontinued, no longer exist. And it's kind of cool to just, go back in time and resurrect some of the models. And part of my beef with Benchmade has been the fact that they've had such a limited amount of gold class knives, particularly last year. I felt like they were really lagging. And years before, they did an awesome job with always pumping out new gold class knives, whether it be a cigar cutter or some other variant. I'm really happy that they haven't really put the pedal to the metal when it comes to pumping out gold class, but at least it seems like they're coming out with a little bit more frequency. As you can see here, it's got this really nice kind of grooved pattern backspacer. I love that. I like the little, it's got the little chevrons here. I think that's really cool. Just a nice little attention to detail. I can't wait for the other two models to come out so I can show you guys what they look like. I think you guys would get a really big kick out of it. Anyway, back to the resurrecting of old designs. There's some models that, since I became aware of Benchmade, I don't know, about almost 10 years ago, some of the models I had never heard of, like a Mini Loco, which that's one that they had come out with. I think it was a gold class knife that they came out with. It was just for a small period of time. And that's a model that I had never heard of, but you got to always think when you're, in the knife industry, think about the new generation of knife enthusiasts that are coming out. A lot of people have never heard of or never seen some of the models, so it's always cool to appeal to your new audience, which I think Benchmade is on the right track. I'm glad they're resurrecting this model, the 710, and I'd be very anxious to see what other models that they have coming out. So there's one comparison. Here's another knife in my collection. So this is the Spartan Harsey model, the special edition Bruins and staves. And let's see here. So about the same, yeah, it should be the same blade length, 4 inches. So let's do a quick comparison here. So let me just go over the specs here. I'm going to leave the specs down below in the comment section for this 710 model. But the blade length is 4 inches. The blade thickness is 0.114. The overall length is 8.95 inch. Closed length is 4.98 inches. And the handle thickness is 0.53 inches. So I'm sure this will go very quickly for the avid collector. But as you can see here, the Spartan's got quite a big, larger lanyard hold than the Benchmade knife. But this feels really fantastic. Obviously, whoever's going to buy this, it's probably never going to use it. It's just going to, be on display somewhere and, to show off. Here's another cool feature. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there we go. That nice milling pattern. Just these nice little details. Got the beautiful ring there to match the hardware on the outside. And then here, same thing. So just really, really nice attention to detail. And I like that here. It's smooth, so you can easily put your finger here. But again, I don't think anybody, whoever gets this particular model, the 710 gold class knife, they're probably never going to use it. It's just going to be something for maybe going out to dinner, a fancy dinner carry for steak night, or just keep it on display, or keep it in your safe. It's got just really nice pattern here. Let's see if, there we go. So it's got a nice cutout. So normally a lot of the Benchmade knives, so here I'll show you on this side. So here the bevel is cut inward, but then here it's right on the inside there. So anyway, I would be very anxious to see what you guys think about this knife. Like it? Do you hate it? leave a comment down below. As always, please hit the subscribe button if you're new to our channel. We'd really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers in the next month or so. So please, if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, just take 1 second, click the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave us some comments down below. I'd be really anxious to hear what you guys have to say about this one. So until then, stay tuned. We're going to have, again, 2 more knives of the 710 variant come in later this year. And as always, thanks again for tuning in. Y'all take care.